Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Age of Charlemagne campaign episode. Troubles are brewing. France are a bit collapsing here under the repeated assaults and repeated betrayals of the enemy. And of course, the question is, perhaps you just call it quits and just realise I've still called quite a bit of part back here of the old empire, but then I might not be able to extend any further. Partly due to mostly all this war weariness, which is going to be crippling me pretty hard soon, so that might ultimately be the limiter here. In which case, of course, what's next? Well, I'm guessing Battlefleet Gothic Commander, Decisive on that campaign. And then, I don't know, play that until we get to Warhammer Total War, which is roughly a month away, give or take a few days. So just a thought there. Just a thought there. But anyways, gonna fall back a bit here, deal with some of these rebellious swine from the Bavarian army. Gonna try and bleed it out somehow. Really hurt me with that again ambushing army deciding to go off to rush into defense of the town with absolutely no way of actually pulling away from that. Was really terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And I'm just rushing every arm I can over there. Got one army essentially to try and keep the chaps occupied. I'll have to raise another army as well. Keep things preoccupied.
At your command.
Sure things don't totally collapse on the Western Front. It's gonna be rough here. It's gonna be rough.
It's a great and glorious thing to serve your people. At once.
Falling back for here, I don't think I can do much there for now. So these two armies will be there, and I'll sort of try and keep three armies at the very least, sort of finding Bavarians. Bleeding them out, I mean, they're mostly composed of cheaper troops, and the theory can pull it off. And then sort of push up to territories and take that. I suppose there's a chance of getting someone else to join in against them. No, they're completely satisfied with them. The Danes are still fighting, they're still reasonably strong, but certainly looking a bit rough here. Looking a bit rough, to say the least.
We hunger for battle.
I'll have to pull that army away as well, I think.
To your duties, men. Ready for orders.
And again, I gotta keep order there. That's a bit of a problem as well. That house and council hall there might also help a bit. Last have to repair in a girl. Set up. Right then, let us end the turn.
At your command.
Yeah. This is not good at all. This is really hurting my armies, I should note. So unless the situation changes rapidly in one way or the other, I might just end it here with this episode. Again, I've done quite well, I would say. It's just, again, I forgot about some elements. I occasionally will try and just push elements of the game again that might not be stale, because I just want to hate elements that don't work of a game, despite, being there. It always feels, well, frightfully cheap and not very well done. Like for so many games, oh, we've got a diplomatic system, but does it work? Maybe. It bugs me a lot there. And maybe it's going to make this a lot harder to defend. We'll try. We'll try.
position.
You sit up there. Gonna use the garrison troop to sort of form up some outer pickets. Such. Main army shall form up elements elsewhere. I'll probably also use some of the mercenaries to sort of form up as well.
Archers!
Problem is basically those catapults, they make it rather tricky for me, so I had to decide how to set up and defend.
Your orders.
Got a large chunk of reserves there, I guess.
Spears!
I think that's basically the trick, just sort of have them waste their munitions in the first place and then sort of try and plug up any gaps with men and cavalry wherever I can.
Onager!
Can it hit them? Yes, it can. Alright, that might actually give us something to work with, to be honest. Might just give us something to work with. Because we can take those out. With my onagers, that should limit what they can do. Force, of course, to push in. They can also use the time much more to my advantage. So, yeah. Let's go for that, actually. Let's start.
Onager! Reaper! Take our enemies! Mean to march into our capital and utterly overthrow us. They mean to take our women and enslave our children. This... Enemy reinforcements approaching. That is why...
Got one. Not a lot, but it's a start. That's another down. Using this with 2 onagers. Another down, that's actually 1 onager team. Jolly good, jolly good.
The enemy has laid an ambush!
Very jolly good, actually. Oh, they're already breaking. That's not good. Exact opposite of good.
Advance at speed!
Can't quite get that one, it seems.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Armor wall! Give us strength!
So to get the bonuses. That's allows us to get a bit strong against this horde. Reinforcing army coming from all the way over there, that's not good.
The tower has been totally destroyed.
Grab our cavalry, set out there to flank them, hit them from the rear. Alright, that's it-ish.
Spears! March! For the glory of God! Cavalry!
Right, holding up, they're breaking their unit. Ah, you took the wrong turn, you dimwits. Good job. Species of slugs.
One of our units can no longer fire!
Actually, I have. Well, you know, sounds impressive. Right, managed to break through nonetheless. Go for all the archers and so on. Strike it down in the name of God and Christ. You gotta do as much damage as you can to this part of the army before the reinforcements arrive, in particular get their general. If you can do that, that would be pretty damn great. So that's a large chunk broken. Here, swordsman and imperial swordsman coming down that bastards there. Spearmen holding up against swordsman somewhat. Well, that fell apart. Keep charging there. You need to get that archery stuff there. Just skirmishes, finish off the bastards. Go, archers getting cut down there with the cavalry. Good job, good job. Just they're breaking off. General dead, splendid, splendid.
Excellent.
Means we've got a chance of pulling this off, definitely. Alright. Just need to get rid of a bit more then.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Spears are breaking there, that is unfortunate. Ammunition can be dealt with if necessary. Go. Most of them there's on the run. So it's not like I have zero chances versus the Bavarians. The problem is just all the penalties I'm suffering at the moment is making it a bit tricky in terms of the sort of strategic map. And the fact they've got large numbers. But again, if I can use sort of my better quality troops and some good positioning, I should be able to see my way through it. Pretty resilient, these troops, despite having lost a general, being isolated. And so on. We got a lot of cavalry coming in there. There you go, further units breaking off.
Wait your command.
Come on, just break.
Swift melee cavalry.
One unit there shattered. Almost going up the ghost there. Go. Going after the skirmishers there.
Spears!
Right, they've finally given up as well. Good, good. Surprised they held up for so long. They're just archers, even if mercenaries. They're not exactly, you know, Praetorian Guard. Wait, my cavalry's losing out to the bastards. Quick, get that sorted out. That's embarrassing.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Skirmishers there. Got a lot of those. Against the swordsman now, he'll be met with a hailstorm of javelins, leaving none of them bleeding.
Understood.
There you go. Shattered. And a well-positioned skirmish unit can really just annihilate an enemy in a matter of moments. That's a fun one there for you.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
So yeah,
Understood.
Our men return to the fight.
need to set up the cavalry, push there. More coordinated push anyways. Yes, they're beginning to get slaughtered as well. The armies will be very helped by the brave armies of Byzantium. There we go, broken as well.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Some units are broken. That's unfortunate. But a lot more of theirs have actually as well. So we've still got a lot of skirmish, in this case hiding in the woods.
Hidden units, watch out!
It's a bit awkward. So now the cavalry to go after the artillery.
Our forces have found their courage. Back to the fight.
Really beginning to break now.
A unit is running from the enemy.
So breaking off myself, which isn't good. Still, and quickly running short on everything. Just increasingly large numbers of just blue-clad warriors just fleeing. You can easily see where the hotspots have been. Here, here, and here, and here. With a few minor engagements here and here. There's well a bit of fighting in the
men are running.
fields.
Stand and fight, damn you!
There, really. Actually, let's use the cavalry to force them into an infantry. Ensuring they cannot escape easily. Time them down. But I tend to just speed this up because this is just basically mopping up. No reason to spend more time than necessary on this. In particular, since part of it is just catching up the artillery, which is all the way out there, and again we just have to get within range of to really just break apart.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Is always the tiresome part. Almost found it there. Right, finally caught the bastards. And again, they're just resisting. You'd think all the chaos would break.
Our men are breaking off.
But there you go, artillery units have broken off as well, shattered at just the very sight of my imperious armies. There we go, just one more to go. Oh wait, no, that was another unit. The cavalry, so still there.
Stand and fight, damn you!
Damn
The
it.
tide of battle turns in our favor.
It pretty much should, since most of the bastards have run off. It's just a massive rout now for the Bavarians. There you go.
A unit is running from the enemy.
The artillery is actually standing tall and facing to cavalry. And there you go, breaks just as soon as they hit them. Cowards. By the way, they barely leave with 2,000. I would call that a decisive battle. They lost a lot there.
Commander.
And that should give me perhaps enough from back to the Bavarians. Though they have taken Venetia and they're trying to deal with the rebels. Of course, they also got that. Damn bastards.
I humbly propose this in the...
Sure. Anyways, got no intention right now of breaking Avanis. Sure. Let's try and hold it. Not lose it. And if we get a victory against any enemy, that should also help with the war weariness just a bit. Sure, they got some artillery, but the force a bit in a bad state, and, well, I've got some troops they can deal. Alright, things actually in a reasonably good condition. There's a small gap here.
On watch! At your command. Hold! Archers!
Alright. Let's see what they try.
Missiles awaiting we targets. Will hold these walls or die, men. The enemy cannot set one foot inside the city. The Lord would never forgive us if the capital was violated by filthy invaders. So, we stand, we hold, to arms.
Defensive positions.
On watch.
It's only better hitting down my own artillery. Frankly, most of the troops are not good. I mean, they got the mounted archers, but in combat, it's not so much. They're basically the thing with Frankish mounted units is basically on the strategic map they perform like cavalry. That is, they can move as fast. So in theory, if you've got a fully mounted army, you've got a very fast-ranging army.
The enemy has destroyed the gates. Brace!
They're going in.
Archers! Missile infantry at your command. Bowmen! Hold!
Come on, move it, lads. Gotta position ourselves as best as possible to receive this assault.
Spears! Missile infantry at your command.
Gotta murder as many of them before they hit the lines of defense.
Archers! Bowmen! On watch!
The more we can kill before they even get close, the better. Ah, shit!
Service. Hold position! A breach! The walls are compromised!
That happened a bit faster than I was ready for. Nothing to do about that, but that's going to hurt. That was a lot of skirmishes going in a matter of moments. It's basically another gap in the walls. Oh, it's a... Ah!
Double! Advance at speed! Advance! The enemy is going for our general! Protect him! Advance! The enemy is upon us! They're at the walls!
Right, go after the archers when you can.
Swords!
Trying to overwhelm the spearmen in matter of moments.
Melee cavalry! Ready and waiting! Archers! Quick
Go.
march! At the double!
Flank. Spearmen attack from the front. Rear.
Spears! Quick march!
That way
Enemy
I'll
units
try
have
and pincer them.
returned to the battle. At speed! Your
army's getting murdered. That's a bit unfortunate.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Come on, swordsman, just give it up. No one loves you anyway.
At the double. Haven't could wait. Double time. Commander.
Go.
Missiles awaiting target.
Nice shoot into the rear from the other side.
Archers. By your command. Over.
They're being surprisingly resilient, I would say, considering everything. And there you go, looks like one is wavering finally.
Spears. By your command.
Getting speared and shot. Ah,
The
they
men have
broke.
given up and
Damn
are
it.
running for their lives.
The archers are a bit of a problem, really.
Advance.
The general is still alive.
Engage. Spears. Advance.
There we go. Breaking.
Archers.
Guardsmen are still fighting. Bastards. Come on, just die. There we go.
Has fallen. Our victory grows
Finally
ever
got the
nearer.
message and has perished.
Archers.
He's no longer of this earth.
Fire. Engage. Bowman.
I just need the archers to break. I think I'm
The
looking
men are wavering.
particularly keen on that.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Ah, cowards. Just had to
Our
keep them
men
running.
return to the fight.
Just had to keep them running, preventing them from shooting. Ah, you useless
The men are
cowards.
Stand and fight, damn you.
You're the general. Stand strong. Come on. Don't tell me we're going to lose this close actually winning. Because, you know, archers are apparently... Gah. Bloody hell. There we go. Can't run forever. Cowards. Dirty, filthy cowards. What? And there you go. Won the battle.
Godspeed good.
Pyrrhic. But the walls. And the Frankish rebels have been sent running. Though of course there's a Frankish army ready to follow up in theory, but still something. It's very much something.
We hunger for battle.
This army's going to need a bit of work though. Silent hasn't really done anything about our serious war
Ready for
weariness issues. I wish it did,
Call it,
but it didn't.
Commander.
Still shifting a lot of armies towards the east as well.
At your command.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I mean, I could try and pick off some of the stragglers. The problem is, in theory, there's armies with a reasonable combat state nearby.
At once.
Like that one's
Leave
separate,
none
so
alive.
we'll deal with that one at the very least. Leaving them short one army to recover.
At your command.
That did nothing for the war weariness
Ready
either.
for orders.
Just lovely.
Make haste, men.
Still, I suppose that might have an effect down the road. Not too lovely
We
though.
hunger for battle.
Still bring up as much
We
as I can.
hunger for battle. It is a great and glorious thing to serve.
Phew. Lyon has seen better days, but it still stands. It still stands, ish. Edit that one a bit. Set that up there as well. There, hopefully that holds. Need to push through here and push back the bloody barbarians.
At your command.
Alright.
Commander. Commander.
Rules. But I suppose with that defeat of the barbarian arms, there's a slight chance I suppose I could pull those off, but it's not looking
Fall back. Journey
too grand here.
completed.
Yeah. Didn't have much chance of getting them. Just too many of them, really. Guess I could try. Battle. I can just at least do enough damage. Might be able to pull through with another army shortly afterwards and push upwards and against them. Alright. Got a lot of archers. I think I'll try and rely on them to do most of the damage here. Infantry will sort of pick up the battle where it is. And use it too as well to sort of decimate them.
We will hold this position, even if every night-spawned monster the Lord ever put on earth comes against us. We
Of course, the
will
problem's going to be carrying the flanks versus heavy cavalry.
More for us to kill. And not particularly dangerous men at that.
They're basically bringing up reinforcements. Damn it. I'm sure that's going to be another hit to my war weariness, despite all the wins I just had. It's easy to raise up, but it's hard to get down. It also makes it a bit of a bastard, really. It certainly feels like another of those half-baked systems they end up putting in. Come on, you bastards, get moving. We haven't got an all day here. Killed a single fellow. Good lord, they got Tommy. Oh, right. Sakes. Yes, that's kind of something.
They are trying to take out our general. Defend him.
Sign of the general isn't quite as keen to enter in range. Now that did a lot of damage to my cavalry, which isn't good.
Bowman! Fire! Burn the wretches! Give them fire! Engage! killed. Excellent.
I got the general. That's pretty neat, I guess. Just got me a bit to work with, to be honest.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Actually, let's fire whistling arrows into their midst, particularly their ranged units. That might just help a bit as well. Just break up as many as I can in morale-wise, not looking to as much damage. I mean, if we get this nice army to run from me, then I'll consider that mission accomplished. Seems like they're having an effect. I have to get in my own generally, otherwise I'm
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
using the center breaking. Archers still can do some damage, I guess.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Strong archers out there doing some damage. I got units breaking off there.
At the double!
See, we can't save the general.
God save us! Missile infantry at your command!
Shoot the guys in front of you, please.
Take aim! The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing!
They've really done a lot of damage. The problem is it's just not enough. I guess all that's arrayed against them.
Our men have regrouped!
I guess all that's arrayed against them. Concede defeat. Hopefully there's enough to still constitute an army that I killed more than I lost still to go with.
Regroup and fall back!
Alright, small chance of making out. At least rebuilding some of the army. Nope. And the general died anyways. This just keeps getting better and better. Of course. Right, that's going to be easy. At least that's a small. Yeah. 9. That's, I think, the first I've ever had. That bad. Not good.
We hunger for battle.
Not good, obviously.
Ready for orders.
Gonna have to raise a new army in Pavia.
Ready for battle. Come. Commander. Make haste, men.
Yeah,
We
this is
hunger
ultimately
for
still
battle.
feeling like GG. I'll
Besieging
try and take
settlements.
weariness if that doesn't lower
We
it a bit.
take this settlement.
I'll just auto resolve. Don't have time for another battle. Go, dead.
Ready for orders, Commander. At your command. Ready for battle.
Well, they really didn't do much there to lower it.
Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life.
Ugh.
Commander.
To put it mildly.
Do not waste time on... Speak quickly, but do not expect the good wine to eat.
Greetings, most excellent friend. Be at...
You have the ear of my people.
And I don't get why he went to war with me, to be honest.
Welcome. Speak.
Yeah.
Speak quickly, but
But yeah, this is rather seeming like it. Crashed beneath the increasingly awkward systems of creative assembly. But there you go. I think that'll be it for this evening, or this episode. And again, I'm not entirely sure we'll get to another one, to be honest. I'm a bit on the fence here, since I'm just currently getting further and further things stacked against me as I'm trying my best here. But sign off in the comments on that. But I just thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. Hopefully just entertained you. If you did, subscribe, like it, share it with everyone. This is Imperial Danes saying cheers, and see you all in another 2 days' time. Bye, everybody.